Hello, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Having It Made with Alexandria Jade. I am your host, Alexandria Jade, and if you've been an active listener to the podcast, you know that we have been at this thing for a while now. With that being said, I am so excited to announce that this is our first episode ever in the studio, y'all. Mavi has popped our cherry. This is so exciting. Like, guys, I've been preparing for this for a really long time now. And the fact that it's happening is just like so surreal. Like, even the team that I started with, is here with me today. So I just want to say thank you for being here because this is huge. Like, this is incredibly huge. So this young man just got off the stage.
I did just a few minutes ago.
And he's come to see us.
First thing I did.
First thing he did was to come to see us. Y'all know how huge that is?
No. It's not
and
huge.
He's not even that, he's a 704 breed.
You hear me? I'm really a Charlotte baby.
He's really a Charlotte 10, for real.
Champion in my city.
Sport to the wheels fall off.
You hear me?
No, you hear me?
I be at Nikki's getting fish and grits on the floor.
Fish and grits.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely trekked up and down to the Mighty Midget a gang of times. I did my time on the floor. I did my time on Tuck.
Absolutely.
On Trine, on the Plaza, Hickory Grove, South Boulevard.
Not Hickory Grove.
I've been everywhere in the city.
I remember the church on that strip.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I went to pre-K over there at that church.
Where'd you go to school, high school?
I went to
Where'd you go?
I went to West Charlotte, and then I went to Philip O'Berry.
Okay, Philip O'Berry.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Berry. I used to go to Butler.
Word. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm in Matthews.
Yeah, no.
But it was nice though.
Alexandria Jade is not from Charlotte. No, I'm playing. You from Charlotte. You from Charlotte.
Am I not cool enough?
You definitely are cool enough to qualify. You're zoning.
I got some street cred in ATL.
Okay. Yeah, don't play with her. She really outside.
Okay, Bobby. I must say I enjoyed your show.
Yeah, thank you.
You had a packed house tonight. Do you know how huge that is?
Yeah, bro, it was just to see that many people loving on me. That made me feel so good. Mm-hmm. That much black people. It was beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows of the tour. That's good. For sure.
And you get to end the night with us.
This is a good night in Atlanta.
It's surreal.
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know, this is about to be really big for you, in so many ways. It's just going to keep going up.
I'm so grateful.
I'm grateful that you're here.
Yeah, I came into the tour and into this interview, into life with very little expectations. And
yeah,
I got to say, I'm so grateful to God for how this tour has gone, how my career has gone, how this interview is going. Mm-hmm. It didn't have to be this smooth.
It doesn't, but it is.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's not all the way smooth, but it's way smoother than I deserve.
Yeah. So I must say I really enjoy just watching your interviews and watching you get deeper into spirituality, loss, love, even how you put it in your music, you incorporate it in your music.
For sure.
I think it's incredibly impressive. So tell me about the music, just the creative process and the writing.
Just in general? Or okay, so I'm a lyricist first kind of writer.
Absolutely.
A lot of the times my songs end up I know lines that I want to say way before I ever go into the process of making a song. Mm-hmm. I know I want this to be the theme of this. I'll be intentional about allowing life to reveal to me the things that I need to say. What's the potent contrasts in my life? Mm-hmm. How is my life moving? Mm-hmm. And I try to create a bunch of little lines, 1, 2, 4 lines, segments. And then when I feel really moved, it's usually early in the morning. Mm-hmm. I wake up and I just do a more long form version of that same approach, combine it with the stuff that I picked up along the way, try to tell as much of the truth as I can. Yeah, that's how my writing go though. A lot of my songs have words before they have beats. Like the beats will change. I'll be trying to make the best song after I try to write my best write.
Yeah.
And just marry them two together.
Yeah. So you have family from Columbia, South Carolina?
Absolutely. I got family from Sumter and I got family from Hopkins. Hopkins, like West Columbia. Sumter is a little bit outside of Columbia as well. My cousin was in here tonight. She stayed in Georgia, but she from South Carolina as well.
Okay.
My roots in South Carolina run deep. Like on either side of my family, I can trace my ancestors to like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Just staying in South Carolina, staying in the city where my mom was born and my grandma was born. You know.
So you have a father that was actually a music producer.
My father. Which one's looking at me right now? Regardless, either one. My father, Shahid Allah Mender, Keith Charles Mender. He's a genius. He's my biggest inspiration. I want to be just like him. He's a music producer, of course, right? But my dad is also a carpenter. He's actually like working on rebuilding a house right now in Jackson, Mississippi, like by himself.
In Mississippi, you said?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Because Jackson is like the blackest city in the United States. He's really on some like political, we need to reclaim the South as black people.
Right.
Southern politicization.
Okay.
But yeah, my dad is a philosopher. He's a producer. He's a computer programmer. He's a carpenter. He's a master of hardware and software in terms of he can use his hands and his mind and use his hands and his mind in conjunction to create amazing things. He's the kind of man I always wanted to grow up to be.
And you're carrying that legacy today, which is great.
Yeah, and he's just been always a present and loving father to me. I was telling somebody, I never went 3 weeks in my life. I never went 8 weeks in my life. I never went 3 days in my life without seeing my dad. I never went a day in my life without seeing my dad and hearing advice from my dad until I went to college. And like, just as I grow older and I conceive of my own concept of family and manhood, he's always the example for me.
Right.
And he in line with a lot of examples in his own family from his great grandfather and all. Yeah, he's definitely the design that I'm trying to improve upon.
Y'all see how beautiful that is? You love the movement in the room. So I actually read an article on you on Pitchfork, and you mentioned your dad telling you you're not a slave rapper, but you're a power rapper.
Yeah, God rapper. Yeah. He said that because I was entering a time where, for the first time, people wanted to negotiate with me or people wanted to initiate business with me.
Okay.
And he wanted me to always know that, you know, you have a family that loved you, a family that supported you, and a family that raised you into like what you are today. So don't allow this industry, this culture, this lifestyle, this practice, or this job to negotiate what your goals are as a man for you.
Right.
And that's something I literally quoted my dad saying that earlier today, talking to Amir. That's something that's really important to me. Just acknowledging what kind of rapper I am. Not that there's a good kind of rapper and a bad kind of rapper, but what I use rap to do in terms of like freeing my people, informing my people, comforting my people, accompanying my people. And what is my intentions for rap to do for my family. That's all stuff that's guided by that advice.
Absolutely. Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about being an independent artist?
It's a blessing. It's difficult. I have to get my own press. I have to pitch my own playlisting. I have to pitch to my own Instagram pages. I have to coordinate my own photo, video shoots, recording sessions, mixing sessions, mastering sessions. And my team, my managers, they have a lot more on their plate than what they would have if it was another situation. Or maybe like as much, but like in a different way.
Okay.
I have fewer stakeholders than like someone who's involved with like a major label. But I'm blessed to say that like I'm doing this with people that I trust, that I love and that I respect, and that trust and love and respect me.
Absolutely.
So however much more work it is for all of us or for any of us individually, we going into it in a way where we blessed to be able to do it.
Absolutely.
Blessed to have to do it. And blessed to get to do it, you know, for sure.
Yes.
And like, not for nothing, like, yeah, I could not be independent for, it would have to be a very, very accommodating situation for me, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever thought about signing with the label? Has it ever piqued your interest?
Not particularly. Just the way I live like somebody that has a job.
Absolutely.
Because the inputs, well, maybe not even a job, someone who runs a business where the inputs of their labor, their creativity, and their effort, they can see the direct variables that adjust it and then see the direct outputs. As someone who's obsessed with being able to know and being able to access and being able to retrieve, that's something really important to me. And I like to think that I can design the contribution of my family and the comfort of my family. That's my goal around that style, without necessarily compromising that. Yeah.
So as far as Howard, do you have any regrets on the decision that you made to do music full time?
No. I'm going to go finish my degree. For sure. I only have 2 semesters left.
Okay. Congrats.
Thank you.
A lot of us do not finish.
Yeah.
So.
And I definitely, like, finishing school is always in the top of my mind, in the back of my mind.
Okay.
And that I'm not in school right now is torturous. That I haven't finished already is torturous for me. But I don't regret the decision to leave school. I left school 2 separate times. The first time I left school, I dropped Let the Sun Talk in October 2019.
Okay.
The upcoming semester, the spring 2020 semester, I expected to be doing South by Southwest, doing all these different festivals and doing all these different opportunities. And I kind of withdrew myself in anticipation of being really busy in terms of bookings. But obviously the year 2020 had different plans for us.
Absolutely.
So it ended up being that I went back the next fall, 2020, and stayed through the spring of 2021. And the next time I withdrew myself, it was to go on tour with Jack Harlow. And I just feel like, you know, the first time I withdrew myself, my mom and my family, they were really resistant to me. They're like, you know, you need to stay in school. There's no reason why you can't do both.
Right.
But then the second time when it was a tour demanding my presence on an everyday basis, they were like, you need to. Like, I was still trying to go to school on the road, and they were like, no, you need to pull out. But both times it forced me to grow independent and in manhood kind of ways that, like, put me on the course I want to be at, like, in my life story.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about the Let the Sun Talk tour versus opening for Jack Harlow and now, like, headlining your own tour? Like, that's huge.
Yeah, the Let the
Like,
Sun.
do you understand how huge that is? Like, you're
so?
already where you want to be. Like, you're spreading the word.
That's what I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not where I want to be. I'll never be.
So where do you want to be?
I don't know. I want to be a full cousin, full auntie, full brother, full son. Like, do shit for my nephews, my nieces, my youngers, my olders. That's what I want to. That's what I want to be. What I want to do is what I'm doing now. Hopefully, it'll get me there. It's got me there earlier than expected, at least.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily.
You're only 23.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Are we actually like 23?
It might be 5,023.
Nah, but for real though, it's been feeling like forever. Like,
it's a blessing though. I hope I never have to stop living.
I love that.
I want to be the first nigga to never die.
Okay, so about the tour.
Yeah.
Let the Sun Talk versus opening for Jack Harlow to now headlining your own tour.
Yeah. So the difference is like, so Let the Sun Talk. I did about maybe 8 shows before the country got shut down.
Yeah.
Maybe 10.
I watched the documentary with you and your mom.
Oh yeah.
That was so sweet.
Oh yeah, I was crying.
That was so sweet. You're just so down to earth. Like
What's the alternative?
I mean, it's some people out here that are not down to earth.
Why though?
I asked myself
because something that's better
question.
about them, or something that's scared about them.
Cue the snaps. My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, so the people I like the most are the most confident, and my mom is a Delta. Her name on her Delta line was the host.
Word.
A host is like something like almost divine to be. Like if you a good host,
shout out to moms.
You know, if you a good host to people personhood, then you a good person.
Exactly.
You the best people if you that. I don't care if you poor. Nobody know you. If you rich, you the most famous. If you a good host, you a good person. Yeah. You a good host.
Thank you.
Alexandria
That means
J.
a lot to me. Cue the violins, guys. Okay, I keep talking about this tour, but I guess we don't want to talk about this tour, clearly.
Okay, briefly. I'm gonna keep it super brief. Difference between the tours is Let the Sun Talk. It was like people had stumbled upon something that felt like a really good secret to know. And people moved like they knew a good secret. And I moved like I was telling them a good secret.
Absolutely.
And also I just wasn't very seasoned in terms of rapping. I had like my raw talent, but not very much experience on getting the crowd to do what I want to do or why I would even want to do that.
Right.
Jack Harlow tour was like you being a rookie on an NBA team.
Okay.
These niggas are playing basketball on, I call rap basketball a lot.
Absolutely.
But they're playing basketball on like a really professional, like all-star, all NBA level. And you're an absolute rookie. It's just us, me, 4 homies, and $500 a night. And having to figure out how to get there, how to perform the best, how to win over this crowd on night to night.
Yes.
And it was like me learning my powers. Like in Spider-Man, the first time he shot a web, it was like I had no intention for these crowds to love me. And they embraced me so well. It was such a blessing. Thank you so much, Jack Harlow. Thank you so much, The Private Garden.
Oh.
Thank you for everybody involved in loving me and bringing me in on that way, because it was a great first experience. This tour is different because I have that chip on my shoulder. Okay. Like what I had on Jack Harlow tour, the willingness to prove. But now people are here specifically for me. And that willingness to prove come across as going above and beyond. Even though that feels like always just what I want to bring to the table every time out. So yeah, this tour has been like a great blessing for me because it showed me to like numbers on social media sometimes can be reduced into like an actual number, even though it represents like a number of people. And being able to personalize every single people, even in cities that I thought nobody listened to me. I didn't expect to sell this show in Atlanta.
You did great.
Seeing that those kinds of things like really like make material the abstract numbers and support and love I feel like over the internet. Yeah. Absolutely.
So tell me, like, once this tour is over, what do you want to do?
Sleep. Eat. My mama cooking. Sleep. Walk my dog.
Not walk my dog.
Lift weights with my little brother. Go see my other little brother. He on the Howard cheerleading team. See my sister. I want to be a better lover to my family this year.
You are going to be a better lover. And when I get back,
yeah. Hang out with my dad.
Yeah.
Hang out with my mama.
Take it all in. You know. Well, personally, I want to commend you for like allowing yourself to write from a place of heartache and put it in your music. Yeah. Because a lot of people aren't capable of doing that. So I think that is very brave of you that you really take the time to show out for your loved ones and just write from a place of love.
I don't fear a sad or complicated song.
Okay, and I totally feel that. I feel that listening to your music.
You know, so a lot of my favorite songs is sad or complicated songs.
What's your most favorite old sad song ever?
Shit, even that "I Miss You" by that Harold and Blue Note.
And it was so tough when you flipped it.
Like even stuff like that, like from them old days to now. Yeah. Even that Just Because I Really Love You, Jerry Lewis, he's like,
Yeah.
I let you treat me bad. I let you make me sad. Like, even in like terms of my favorite Future songs, Young Thug songs, Chief Keef songs, it's always this tinge of blue, this hint of sadness. It's very humanizing.
It is.
You know?
Well, Mavi, here at Having It Made, we take music history very serious, musical influences, and just our artists and give them their flowers. Right. So to commend you just for the great artist that you are, we do have something for you.
Is it a gift?
Cue the violins, cue the horns, cue the horns. Mavi, we just want to say thank you for joining us today.
Oh, fuck.
All you.
I mean, oh, shoot.
Like this is from the team, so thank you and for an incredible show and just incredible 2 albums that you put out.
Why did you give me this?
Listen.
Why is this album?
Listen.
I'm asking you a question, Alexandria J.
Don't ask me the questions. You're what I'm interviewing.
No, I want to know.
I do my research.
What does this album mean to me, Alexandria J?
You tell me. You my guest.
You my guest right now.
You my guest, cuz.
You my guest.
You my guest. So
tell me why you would give me this.
I'm not answering. Y'all cute little words. You trying to get me to answer questions.
All right, I'm going to answer it. All right, I'm going to play my role. This album is very special to me because, you know, okay, before I ever, like, tried to be Mavi.
Before you tried to be Mavi and you already are Mavi.
I mean, before I ever tried to be Mavi for mayor, like, you
Mavi
know.
for mayor.
So, this album...
Y'all, hold on, y'all gotta get a glimpse of
it was written by...
like, the mayor side, like, Mavi for mayor. Like, come on now.
So, the reason why this album means so much to me is just... I really feel like Nas is in, like an all-time great rap bag. Mm-hmm. When I look at this track list, the message to Street Dreams, that I gave you power to watch them niggas, to take it in blood,
power is that song.
To set up to Black Girl Lost, the Suspect shootouts.
Absolutely.
Nas is coming in front of that. Like it's a perfect album.
It is for you.
And he was rapping like so densely. Like Street Dreams has like my favorite Nas verse ever. He's like, from Fat Cat to Pappy, niggas see the flat 20,000 beat back on the gas was making me fat. Like his internal rhyme scheme, while telling his story of the streets and stuff, was like always super inspiring to me. Mm-hmm. And then just I'm an appreciator of the underappreciated sometimes. Yeah. And I feel like I made a debut album that like was intimidating for me to come out of and to continue to work past, because like I always felt like I was trying to get out of the shadow of Let the Sun Talk. Mm-hmm. And this album to me represents like Nas fully stepping out of the shadow of Illmatic and making another amazing classic, like in like the technical, spiritual, and emotional sense, kind of lyrical piece of work. And it represents, as I'm a grown person, what I want to do, what I want to make.
Absolutely.
You know,
what even you're doing.
Yeah, even if people don't know it, I want to make It Was Written to my Illmatic, you know? For sure.
For sure. Let's just let him take this in for a minute.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like, we were just talking about my daddy so bad. Like, me and him gonna enjoy this so bad.
I'm so excited for you guys.
Man. Oh, wow.
Okay, Mavi. So, if you could collab with anybody, who would it be?
No Name.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I heard you like a lot of her mixtapes.
She's the best rapper.
Yeah.
Like all the way.
She's so fly.
Nobody's better than her.
What's your favorite song?
Bye Bye Baby.
Okay.
Or Yesterday.
Yeah. I really like the prayer song.
Yeah, I love that one too.
I used to play that all the time. Yeah, that's a great album.
And Casket Pretty.
Well, we gotta get No Name to see this, y'all. Like,
please make a song.
No, can we tag No Name below in the comment section?
Comment
No Name hiding. If you see this, come out.
Make a song with your boy.
Make a song with Mavi.
It's gonna be gas.
It's gonna be straight gas.
You know.
All right, Mavi. So we're about to reach our time here
Okay.
at Having It Made. Where can our viewers follow you?
At MAVI, the number 4, MAYOR. I know my loved ones, DJ and Joe Mir, is gonna edit the letters to come out like exactly at the time that I say them. And yeah, Mavi for mayor. Mayor of Charlotte, baby. I'm just trying to be elected, not selected. Try to give my people what they need. You know what I'm saying? I work for y'all. Love you.
All right, beautiful people. Well, that is all the time we have today for Having Made. I'd like to thank my special guest, Mavi.
And it's good vintage Saint Laurent on me right now.
Y'all please check out Let the Sun Talk and Laughing So Hard It Hurts. You won't regret it. Also, you know, we got Nas in the house. Y'all stream, listen to a Nas album while you at it. And I'll catch you guys next episode.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.